It's Week 15 of the NFL. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Bengals and the Mounties, next on Madden Football.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Toronto. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Right to the air is Burrow. And his first pass is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down.
And now as we get toward the home stretch here, the regular season, Charles, let's take a look at the list of key inactives for them in this one.
Yeah, and after almost a full season of physical games, you know you're going to have some guys missing during the final weeks of the season. Nature of how we play this sport. Every team, you've got to be prepared to handle them. And the teams that focus on handling it, focus on guys getting ready to play even if they're not starters, those are the ones that weather the storm.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Staying on his feet. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson.
Second and 6. Got Stevenson again. Back-to-back plays. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Well, they run the option on 2nd down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, He doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. To throw again on second down. Burrow. He gets this one to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go, score, Pete.
First down. Here's Burrow. Finds his tight end Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 8 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Burrow. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Mixon with a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing on second down. Burrow dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Third and goal. Burrow. Steps away to his left.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun again to Mixon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try and run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run once more with Stevenson.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown.
Brevin Jordan,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Mounties have taken the lead.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
And I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here caught by Mims. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. Gets this quickly to Ingram.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Mills. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Burrow on play action. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option.
And some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. First down, here's Burrow. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one complete out to Dotson. And out of bounds right around the 20. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Tyler Boyd, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Again, it's Stevenson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 31,
Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mixing up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 35 on 2nd down.
Burrow. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
2nd and 15. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're passing here. Joe Burrow able to connect with Mims. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now Burrow. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure you carry it home.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to Toronto. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to keep this again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Now Burrow on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Here's Burrow.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Burrow will throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
And this dominant defensive performance continues every play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll set up a throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A toss left, Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Running left is Stevenson.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Burrow's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A handoff to Mixon. Nifty move. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll decide to keep this once more. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Stevenson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 9 yards that time.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Stevenson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 7, 34 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. To throw, Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Able to find Mims. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Throwing, Burrow. He's got Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the home team here, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers.